Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates and happy holidays to you all as we begin our winter break here at Grand and Warren. But we still have athletics to talk about as we recap everything that happened throughout the week, including some big time results on Mega Monday from our swimmers and our fencers, our bowlers, basketball. So much to talk about. We're going to recap the whole week and more on this week's State of the Marauders podcast. Boom.
The drive, high arcing floater too strong. Rebound tapped around. The three to win the game. No good. And Prep survives. The Marauders have won their first sectional championship since 2014.
2-2 is in the air to right field. Going back is Infante. He makes the play. And St. Peter's Prep retains its glory on the diamond. The Marauders are your 2023 Hudson County Tournament champions.
2 seconds left. Cleared aside by Kirk. And we have a final. St. Peter's Prep, the kings of Hudson County for the first time since 2019. Downfield, Sayuo battling Lois. Sayuo onside. Sayuo delivers for St. Peter.
Here's Jude with 9. With 8. With 7. Sargent! Score! Fake. Pass. Complete to Reese. That's going to be a first down. That's going to do it.
Welcome everyone to episode number 137. Sponsored as always by our loyal supporters up on Patreon. And yes, we are now up to a whopping 18 members so far. 18 members. Potentially 19, but again, 18 members, including Luber Murkoff, Michael Gomez, and Colin Ward, who have subscribed to us so far. And again, we would love to have your support of the State of Mars program by signing up today at patreon.com/State of the Marauders. Again, that's patreon.com/State of the Marauders. It is only $2 a month, and you even get a full 7-day free trial once you sign up. You're going to get all your live updates right from your phone on any game or match you're covering live. Okay? We use a nice little chat feature, so we'll post all updates on there. We'll also post daily posts on anything that happens in Marauder Land, whether it be a swimming results, bowling results, fencing, track. When we get the results, you'll be the first to know. And you'll also get the podcast. This podcast, the one you're listening to right now, in video form before everybody else gets there. Okay? And you're going to get much, much more. So again, make sure you sign up today at patreon.com/State of the Marauders. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am once again Renato Rodriguez of the class of 2010. Once again, all by yourself. It's okay. It's all good. We're going to get right into what happened with our Marauders this week. So, let's talk about our news of the week. And our news of the week is sponsored, as always, by our club members of the State of Marauders Sports Reporters Club. So, Ben, you're the student club president. Tell the viewers what the club is about.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ben Novosiola, class of 2024, and I'm the president of the State of the Marauders Sports Reporters Club. If you're interested in sports media and prep athletics, this is the perfect club for you. Stay tuned for the morning announcements and activities fair once school begins for news on how.
Thank you to Ben for that. And again, make sure you sign up for State of Marauders Sports because we meet every E-Day in the Browning Center. We talk about games that are happening this week. We talk about what job opportunities there are to cover games. So if you're interested in sports media broadcasting, it's a club for you. Make sure join back when the school picks up again at the break on E-Day. So without further ado, let's talk about the news of the week. And on this week's news of the week, ladies and gentlemen, we have the number 7 basketball guys. Yes, the number 7 basketball team. They defeated Union City, and they are now 3-0 on the year, ladies and gentlemen. And it was another dominant performance for the Marauders. They won by 31, 59-28. And again, the theme of the year has been the balanced scoring for these Marauders. And once again, you had Nico Pena with a double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds. Austin Spencer with 13 points. Mason Santiago, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists all over the floor for the Marauders. Payne Miller, 11.7 rebounds. The Marauders out-rebounded 45-19 to Union City. So they had a lot of dominant form. I think they missed a lot of shots that they could have easily won this game by 40 plus if they wanted to. To say, it wasn't the cleanest performance for St. Peter's Prep basketball, but they got the job done. They're 3-0. They now head to the Governor's Challenge. Big time performance over the break. They'll be going on December 27th and 28th. That's Wednesday and Thursday. They're going to take on Archbishop Carroll from Washington, D.C. on Wednesday, 12/27. And then, depending on who wins or loses either of these matchups, they take on either Monsignor Bono of Pennsylvania or Glennon Country of Maryland in either the championship or consolation of that bracket. So, Mars will get 2 games regardless, ladies and gentlemen. They're gonna get 2 games regardless. So, we'll see what happens, but they're gonna get some games regardless of what happens. So, again, congratulations to the basketball guys who are 3-0 on the year. All right. Next up, we have the bowling team who moves to. The graphic's actually going to be wrong because I want to edit this right now. It's actually, they're not 6-0, ladies and gentlemen. No. We're going to do one better for you. They are 7. Yes, 7-0 Oil Bowls because they beat Bayonne not only once, okay? Not only once, but they beat Bayonne twice in a 3-day span, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you heard it here first. In a 3-day span, they beat Bowling, beat Bayonne 5-2 back-to-back contests. Let's go Bowling. Not only do they beat Bayonne twice, but they are now the number 20th ranked team in the state. So that's a major accomplishment. I want to say congratulations to head coach Vin Metafro for leading the squad. But the Bowls are where they're at because in that first matchup against Bayonne, you talk about a statement match from Andrew Diaz. He bowled a whopping 752, ladies and gentlemen. Epic performance from Andrew Diaz. Rocker Barone, 591. Xavier Muniz, 585. Gavin Rutledge, 556. And then came the possession round. Andrew Diaz didn't do as well. It happens. The games happen. But Xavier Muniz stepped up in a big way. 632. Great job by him. Rocker Barone, 532. Gavin Rutledge, 525. And Xavier Muniz was also the Hudson County Player of the Week for NJ.com. You guys might have seen it on the social media page again. Xavier, congratulations, buddy. Statement performance for him this week. And the good news for the Bowlers, they get some time off. They had a great week. Take some time off, enjoy the Christmas holidays. They now take on beloved Charter when we come back on January. There's a lot of good matchups we'll talk about in next week's podcast. On January, there's a lot of epic matchups going to happen. That might be Mega Wednesday. But we'll get to that. We're going to talk about that next week. Speaking of Mega Wednesday, we're going to talk about what we're going to talk about next. We got to talk about something next. Hold on. We got to talk about something next. We got to talk about the hockey team getting their first W on Mega Monday. Yes. Mega Monday victory. A lot of Mega Monday victories for our Marauders this past Monday. It was epic. It had everything you wanted on that Monday. Remember, you had the bowling match. We talked about the bowling match on Bayonne. And now you have the ice hockey team beating Xavier 3-2. Get their first win of the year. Gus Stocker got his first varsity goal, which was the eventual game-winning goal. So congratulations to Gus. Bennett Laraga, Justin Gianni, both with a goal and assist each. And then shout out to Robert Mafia, his first varsity win in net with 17 saves in the contest. So great job on those first. Good job of the hockey guys. Then they would take on Bergen and Notre Dame. I'm not going to talk too much about that because they lost both those games. Dustin Wilkenhaus at 30 saves and a 6-0 loss to number 6 Bergen. Robert Mafia 22 saves and a 5-0 loss to Notre Dame. They're now 1-5 on the year, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to take on West Milford. Yes, West Milford on December 29th. That is going to be this upcoming Friday. It's going to be a 6:30, I believe, or 6:30 start. We'll find out in the graphic a little bit later on in the episode. But again, December 29th, they take on West Milford at the Ice Vault. All right. In other news this week, this was I think this was the biggest news of the week, in my opinion. But Fenty might have something to say about this later. But the swim team defeated the number 8 team in the state, the arch rivals, Seton Hall Prep, in an epic dual contest. It was absolutely magnificent, ladies and gentlemen. I was there. I was covering. PJPartEngine.com was also in attendance. I mean, it was a back and forth duel. The Marauders will start off in the 200 medley relay. Frankie Precop, Isaac Rither, Chase Thomas, Thalia Repes would win it at a time of 1:38.12. But you also had Seton Hall winning second and third in that event to make things interesting up there. 200 freestyle. Seton Hall will win it, but Will Hines right behind him, second place. Jonah Briggs, third place. So again, the Marauders, pretty even Steven, getting those second and third place results. That's a theme that allowed them to win, right? They got third place, but also if you're getting second and third, it's just as good as winning. So keep that in mind when we're going through the results. And the 200 individual medley, Isaac Rithers got his win at 2 minutes. But again, Seton Hall would get second and third in this event as well. So again, you see why this match was close. It was back and forth with these second and third place finishes. It was pretty remarkable. We keep going down the list of events that happened, and we're gonna go now into the 50 freestyle. Seton Hall will get 1 and 3 in that event. The time has gone getting second, so Seton Hall would take a little bit of advantage here, getting that 1-3 spot. Mars got 2, 4, 5. So 50 freestyle, Seton Hall took a little bit of an edge there. Then again, the 100 butterfly, Thomas Gong will win it at a time of 53.52. With Seton Hall getting second and third there. Then we head to the 100 freestyle, and Frankie Peacock will win that event. Seton Hall again would go 2 and 3. We go to 500 freestyle. Seton Hall will win it. But this is where the Marauders will make up some ground right here, the 500 freestyle, because they would go 2, 3, and 4. So they would get a lot of points this way. Will Hines, Jonah Briggs, Nikolai Schierholtz, 2, 3, and 4 for our Marauders there. And then, again, dual relays. We got the 200 freestyle relay. Seton Hall win it, but Marauders come in second and third with the teams of Michael Florentino, Fabio Yepes, Chase Thomas, Thomas Gong, Andrew Kelly, Alpayata, Cyrus Chang, and Connor Rogers there. In the 100 backstroke, Frankie Precop would win it, but Seton Hall will come second and third. In the 100 breaststroke, Marauders go 1, 3, and 4. They get some points this way. So Isaac Withers won that event, Michael Florentino in third, Evan Murkoff in fourth. And then the final race that sealed the deal for the Marauders was a 400 freestyle relay. Seton Hall will win it, but the Marauders will get just enough points by getting second and third with the teams of Jonah Briggs, Will Hines, Fabio Yepes, and Frankie Precop. In second with Thomas Gong, Nikolai Schierholtz, Connor Rogers, and Isaac Rithers in third place, sealing the deal. Marauders win at 87-83, the final. And the Marauders are now 3-0 on the year, ladies and gentlemen. 3-0 on the year. A number 4 ranked team in the state of New Jersey. They're doing a heck of a job. They went from 10-4 with this win. So, Frankie Precop, shout out to you. 3 first place finishes. Isaac Rithers also got 3 first place finishes as well. So, shout out to them both for epic weeks. And now we wait until after Christmas break as the Marauders will take on Del Barton at SPU on January 5th. Our wrestling team, they went to Oklahoma. Okay, you wonder why they're going all the way to Oklahoma? Well, they're taking on the National Wrestling Hall of Fame duels with the best teams would come in. Okay, they would go 2-3 on the weekend. Okay, not weekend. It's Thursday, Friday, but you get the point. They will lose 39-13 in their first matchup to the number 11th ranked team in the country, Buchanan, out of California. I mean, talk about dominance. Bro, that was pure class. Talbot Medi would get the 1-0 decision in that event to have 3 points for the Marauders. And you had Jonathan Fuller getting a 6-point pinfall at 150 with Max Nevlin getting that major decision. Right? So there's where your 13 points came from, right? A 6-point pinfall for Jonathan Fuller, a 4-point major decision for Max Nevlin, and a 3-point decision for Sal Belmerdi, who had a great week. Sal Belmerdi. I'm going to talk more about him as we go throughout these events. As we're going to shift gears now, we're going to go into the second stage of the round robin Pool B matchup for the Marauders as they took on one of the best teams in the country. I mean, these are all great teams, but they took on the number 3 team in the country in Emmett North out of Oklahoma. They were really good. They absolutely dominated the Marauders. I'm going to say that right now. It was, I mean, to be fair, also there was no Caden Riccardi, no Anthony Harris as well. So Marauders were a little bit banged up a bit in this duel meet. So shout out to the wrestlers for hanging in there and putting on a performance. It's tough sledding. And again, Sal Bormetti will get the pinfall. That's 6 points right there at 113. So that's 2-0 for Sal at 113. Then we had Joseph Ruiz. He would also get the pinfall over Braden Lucas Edmond. So those were your 12 points right there. 2 pinfalls. One by Sal, one by Joey. The Marauders, they start off 0-2, but they ended the day on day 1. They ended the day pretty nicely by taking on Tuttle out of Oklahoma. They're number 39th ranked team. Marauders were coming into this as number 22 ranked team in the country. And they defeated Tuttle 50-24. So it was good results there for the Marauders. Very good results. You had John Barron starting it off at 106, winning by decision 14-4. You had Sal Barron ready to give another pinfall victory at 347. So you had 10 points in there. John Barron's major decision, Sal Barron's pinfall. Jake Tallarico got a major decision. Anthony Bormetti also won by decision. So Mars dominated the lower weight right away. Gino Sheena got a pinfall in 44 seconds. Jonathan Fuller would win by technical fall. Max Nevlin would get a pinfall. You had Joseph Ruiz winning at 5-1 with a decision there. He had a 4-3 decision. And Carmen Morado wins by major decision, and he's already won by forfeit. So Marauders won that one pretty handily, 50-24. A lot of good wins there. And to end day 1, get them into a good note going into the bronze bracket in day 2, in which they take on Stillwater out of Oklahoma. Again, this was scheduled to be a great matchup. You have the number 22 ranked team against the number 21 ranked team. And I mean, this battle, ladies, was back and forth. Let me tell you. I mean, you had John Barron 106 getting that immediate pinfall victory. Okay? So 6-0 Marauders. Salvador Murray get his first loss of the weekend. Doesn't mean his only loss. All right? He will lose 6-3 by decision. Jake Tallarico, though, he got the 6-point pinfall. He had a great second half of day one into day two. I mean, that was a big pinfall right there at 120. At 126, Anthony Barrow would fall. 132, Marauders fall there with a forfeit. Again, no Caden. Caden spot. Caden was not available. Gino would earn by technical fall at 138 to make it the Marauders now with some momentum. They got some momentum. Then Oscar Gluckout would lose at 144. Jonathan Fuller would win by fall at 34 seconds. Max Nevin would fall in sudden death overtime. That was a tough matchup. Joseph Ruiz would fall as well. Anthony, this matchup was great. I mean, these next two matches for the Marauders essentially would seal the deal for them because Anthony Verdi would win in sudden victory. That was a great matchup. Carmen Brown also won 14-8. And then Mark Martinetti would get the 6-point pinfall to seal the deal for the Marauders. Big win as they would go 35-33. 2-2 now, going to the final matchup against Clovis out of California. Number 31 ranked team in the country. I think by that point, the Marauders were just out of gas. Going into that final stage, that tough match, going to another match. Clovis dominated 44-18. The good results, though, Sal Bormetti won by decision. Jake Tallarico won by decision. Jonathan Fuller would get a 7-4 victory off the pin. Max Nevelin would get the pin at 24 seconds as well. So again, not a bad way to close it out for the Marauders. They're now 2-3 going into the Sam Cali Invitational at FDU on December 27th and December 28th. Those are, again, 9:30 starts, guys. All right, 9:30 starts in the morning. Yes, not at night, in the morning. So if you're near the area, near FDU, up in Florham Park, I mean, come and support the Marauders. Big week. Big Sam Cali tournament. Campus of Florham. Campus of Madison, excuse me. Yes, Madison, Jersey. I don't know why I say Florham Park. It's Madison, Jersey for FDU. So, again, if you're interested in joining, come out, support you. Number 3, Wrestling Marauders. Again, the new top 20 for wrestling should be coming out after New Year. So, stay tuned for that. Okay. Next up on the ledger, indoor track. We got really nothing to talk about. They're off this week. The track guys are off. But they'll be back this week. Again, Super Wednesday, Mega Wednesday. You got the Ocean Breeze Holiday Festival on that Wednesday. And then you have Saturday, the New Jersey Track Relays. The NJCTC, the Catholic Track Championship Relays. Out on Staten Island on December 30th. Your number 9, Track Marauders. Get a little bit of a break, and then they'll be back next week. So hopefully we get some good results to talk about next week for our Track Marauders. Now, this is where we're going to the nitty-gritty here. Which one was a bigger victory? Fencing or swimming? Okay? Fencing, this is going to be the big argument. Why is this a big argument? Okay. So the fencing team, they hosted the number 6 team. Okay, so remember, the Marauders were a top 10 team. They were number 10. They took on, at the time, number 3 Melbourne. Okay? So I want to keep this in mind for a sec. Okay? So fencing was 8th going into this matchup. Melbourne was 3. Okay? 10-7 for swimming. So again, it's arguing to see which one's the bigger victory, but it was a whole matchup at the barn, downtown Jersey City. Melbourne coming in, opening up the season, and bang! 15-12 was your final score at the barn in that matchup. Brendan Ronley, he's had a heck of a week. He started off 3-0 at Sabre. Max Wang, Elijah Jones, Kyle Olave all had good matchups as well. 3-0 for Max and Elijah. Kyle 2-1. Then, this is the best part. I think White Fancy had a better week overall because they took on the number 10 team at the time, giving us an absolute destroy them 8-9. I mean, this match wasn't close. Brendan Ronley 3-0 again in foil. Luca Mendoza 2-0. Elijah Jones, Maxwell Huang 2-0. Epi Ryan Devine 1-0 as well. I mean, I know Seton Hall the close rival to the Marauders, but that's 2 top 10 victories for fencing. They've had a heck of a week. I can't wait to see this next top 10. They might go higher. Again, they're number 5 right now. They might go higher in the next top 10. We'll see. Legends.com decides. But again, Fencing Marauders, they're going to get a little bit of some time off as well. Because their next matchup is going to be when we come back from the break. And they're going to take on Bayonne. Home matchup, 4:30. The barn. So again, you want to see some good action, close and personal. You're going to come out to the barn, downtown Jersey City on Thursday when we come back from break. That's going to be Thursday, January 4th, as I said, 4:30. Come out the barn. You haven't watched fencing before. Gotta come out. Support the boys. Again, number 5 fencing team in the state of New Jersey. So, that is going to do it for all the news that happened this week within the program. So let's take a look at the athletic schedule upcoming over the break. What do we got going on, especially this week as we head into 2024? Yes, I can't believe I'm saying this, that we're actually going to 2024 by the end of this week. So you're going to get a Christmas episode and you're going to get a New Year's episode back to back. It's beautiful. I love it. So in this week's athletic schedule, again, Mega Wednesday, track taking on the Ocean Breeze Holiday Festival, wrestling taking on the Sam Cowell Invitational, basketball taking on Archbishop Carroll in Maryland. That's the team from DC. On Thursday, wrestling going to take on the Sam Cowell Invitational again, so that's day 2, Sam Cowell. Basketball will take on, again, to be determined because it depends on who wins that matchup in the other side of the bracket between Monsignor Bonner of Pennsylvania or Glenegg County of Maryland. Again, so depending on what happens there, depends on who basketball will play. So they will get 2 games regardless. And that game will be at the Waconomo High School in Maryland. Then, on Friday, December 29th, ice hockey is taking on West Milford, 6 p.m. the Ice Vault Arena. And then on Saturday, the only competition, you got indoor track at the New Jersey Catholic Track Championship Relays at Ocean Breeze Athletic Complex on Staten Island in New York. So that is this week's athletic schedule. Again, not too much in the area really for the Marauders, unless you're down in Maryland, you want to go with Maryland to the team, or if you want to go across the way to Staten Island to watch the track guys. Not really too much in the local realms, right? You also got wrestling in the Sam Cowell Invitational as well. So if you're just watching some wrestling, some indoor track, even ice hockey on a Friday night, get nothing else to do on a Friday night. If you're in the Wayne area up in Ice Vault. So again, not too much to dissect this week. Again, a little bit of a break for a lot of our teams. But when we get back in the new year, we're going to have the big matchups to talk about. Huge matchups to talk about. But that's going to be, again, we're going to save that for next week's episode. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to save that for next week's episode. All right. So we got one more thing to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. And that is going to be the Marauder Player of the Week award and the Marauder Player of the Week award is sponsored, as always, by our good friends at the Chalk Talk Podcast. I don't know if you guys saw that segment that St. Peter's Prep posted on their social media pages this week, but the Chalk Talk Podcast founder, Ignacio Mara, also one of my club officers at State of the Marauder Sports Reporters Club, he was featured with all the sports photography and everything that he does for the club as well. So if you want to know more about what the Chalk Talk Podcast is about, take a listen to Ignacio Mara and Jackson Briamonte as they talk about it right about now.
I'm Ignacio Mara alongside Jackson Briamonte. And, we're just here to promote an advertisement. Jackson, would you like to explain what the advertisement is?
Yeah, so we're here promoting our podcast, Chalk Talk Podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you can find your podcasts. We also have socials such as Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You want to follow those for additional content along with the podcast. Challenge videos, trivia videos, all that good stuff. We're just two friends that talk sports. We have interviews, cover the latest news, do hot takes, just all the good stuff in the sports world, getting it out there for you guys to listen and enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're just debating, hot takes, all that, and we'll be covering some Marauder sports this year too. So just check us out. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Chalk Talk Podcast. Enjoy the rest of your event. Chalk Talk out.
Thank you to Jackson and Iggy for that. So now, the Marauder Player of the Week award. Again, we had 3 great candidates last week, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, these guys were phenomenal. You got Nico Pena out of basketball, Caden Riccardi of wrestling, and Isaac Rivers of swimming. So, without further ado, let's get a drum roll, please. All right. The winner of this week's Marauder Player of the Week award, with a whopping 73% of the vote, it goes to, from the basketball team, Nico Pena. Congratulations, Nico. Again, he had 21 points in those 2 games, averaged out. So he had a phenomenal week. He deserves that award. Anyone deserves that award. So shout out to all the athletes who are competing out there week in and week out. Again, congratulations to Nico Pena, your Marauder Player of the Week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now have 5 new candidates for this upcoming week. 5 new candidates. The first candidate from the basketball team led the team in scoring. Also had a bunch of rebounds and assists. Mr. Do It All, Mason Santiago. All right, this guy went 4-1 at the National Wrestling Hall of Fame duels, battling at 113 pounds. Sal Bormetti. This guy, for swimming, had 3 total victories, 2 individual, 1 team, and was not nominated for last week's award. Frankie Prekop. This guy from the fencing team went 6-0 in his bouts this week in his 2 matches. 6-0. The senior leader of the fencing team, Brendan Wadley. And of course, this guy we talked about, he was the NG.com Hudson Bowling Player of the Week, the one, the only, Xavier Muniz. So, 5 great candidates, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be tough. I don't know who to vote for. This is a great competition here. Remember, voting ends on Saturday, December 30th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern to vote for who you think should be this week's Marauder Player of the Week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for another episode of the State of the Marauders podcast. I want to thank you all once again for tuning in. we're looking forward to recapping our Marauders into the new year. And we're going to continue to discuss everything that happens here at Grand and Warren. Enjoy the holidays, everyone. We'll be back once again January 1st to recap everything that happens for our Marauders this week. Renato Rodriguez signing off as always. Let's go.